Boom, presto.
There it is.
We are ready to rock and roll.
Hells yeah, we are. On today's episode of the Carrier Experience, we're talking a little bit more about the Pipeline team of San Diego. Gonna tell you about who we are and what drives us. So, tune in.
The Carrier Experience Podcast is a show for anyone who wants to grow their agency and be a titan of the insurance industry. Learn from a panel of experts who share their agency struggles, their experiences with the nation's best carriers, and share the marketing secrets that successful insurance agents are using today. Now, here's your host, the insurance bro, James Cias.
All right. So I told you right before the show started that I have my intro line. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's super simple. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time again.
It's that time again.
It's that time again.
It's bro time.
Yeah, I mean, it is because we are the bros. I am the insurance bro. You are the business bro. Thank you so much again for hopping on and hanging out with me. By the way, is that going to be like a every episode thing?
You know what? I don't know. I might be on the back end. We'll see how things pan out here in the near future.
We'll see. But I am lucky and honored to have you here helping me out to get this thing launched. So on today's episode, we are getting into the Pipeline team of San Diego, getting even deeper into the weeds about who we are and what drives us. So really quickly here, I'm just going to share something with you for you to see, for our audience to see, because I think that this really exemplifies what we do, what drives us, and why we do the things that we do. So we can see here, what do we do? Our mission statement, the mission statement of Pipeline Insurance, the mission statement of the Pipeline team of San Diego is to empower licensed professionals to effectively add insurance to their existing businesses. Now, I have it on the screen, but that's something that I can recite from memory. I don't have to be looking at our mission statement. I don't have to read it from a screen. It's so embedded into our culture, into what we do, that it's not a second thought. When somebody asks me, what do you do in the insurance industry? I say, I empower licensed professionals to add insurance to their existing businesses. See, I was looking away on purpose because I wanted to make sure people know I'm not reading it. I just know it. Do you remember, Hernan, when we first started with Pipeline Insurance and I first started writing all of our different our different things, and one of the things that I wrote originally was a mission statement for Pipeline Insurance, because
but that thing was like super long.
It was crazy super long. It was something like striving to connect insurance agents to their targeted customers, people and businesses, or something. I don't know, something crazy.
Couldn't fit it on a t-shirt.
Could not fit it on a t-shirt. Right. And it actually wasn't until this year, 2020, when we had our meeting out there in Texas, that it changed. It shifted. I realized that mission statement did not fit with who we were. We had to adjust it and make it more fitting to what we actually do, which is, again, empowering licensed professionals to add insurance to their existing businesses. So we have a lot of agents in our agency who have separate businesses. Maybe they're real estate agents, or they have a tax office. We love our tax professionals and accountants. We have people who run a registration office, so you don't have to go to the DMV, all of these different things. So a lot of our agents have a book of business existing, right? A book of clientele, a list of clientele existing, and all they want to do is sell them insurance, because those customers are always coming to them and asking, well, why can't I just buy insurance with you? Oh, I need insurance. This, that, and the other. So we are empowering those professionals to effectively add insurance to their existing businesses. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, well, the thing about having a mission statement, it's not just for you, the owner. It's a powerful statement that everybody in the industry, or anybody in your insurance agency, should be able to recite, that they know this is what they're doing. So like if you walk around, well, you can't in our office anymore because we're not in Coronado anymore. But prior to not renewing that lease, we had it pinned on the walls, right? Everybody in the office knows what the goal is, and you're essentially creating a box that they get to work in. Now, it gives the agents who are part of our agency the flexibility to do things that they're going to do. At the same time, it really gives our staff an understanding of what we do on a daily basis. And that was kind of the key of developing a mission statement. When your mission statement is super long, it's like a paragraph, not that it's not a powerful statement. That's not what we're saying at all. It could be a very powerful statement.
I mean, I wrote it well.
Right. But it should be something that everybody can easily come up with, that everybody can easily state, or at least understands the validity and the power behind it, because that really drives what we do in our office on a daily basis.
So I feel like considering the discussion that we had yesterday and when Nate asked that question about our team, I feel like we kind of have two teams.
Yes, we definitely
we have a team of agents that are out there selling insurance all day, every day. And they have their own ways of running their businesses because, again, they have these other services that they're providing. So I can't tell, the agent that's running a tax office to run exactly the same as the agent who's a real estate agent as well. It's two completely different things. So they do a lot of their daily operations very individually, very autonomously. However, this mission statement applies to them because they know that in our office, we are working to empower them to effectively add insurance to their existing business.
And that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's when you're building an insurance agency, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. And I was actually talking to my class about this. We often see that shiny object, and the shiny object in insurance is the idea of passive income. It's building income that comes in on a regular basis, even after you wrote the business the first time. And it sounds really cool and it sounds really fancy. But the downside to that is it's going to take you a few years or a couple months to generate that kind of sustainable long-term wealth. So oftentimes when people get into the insurance space, they're getting into the insurance space through another avenue because they have an existing book of business that they're going to either them work themselves to develop it as a book of business for insurance, or they're going to bring somebody on, hire them to work their book and grow their business from there. So it's important that they understand that we empower them to do so in whatever capacity that they're doing that in.
100%. So that gives us what we do. What we do is empower licensed professionals to effectively add insurance to their existing businesses. Now it gets to the why. And I love the why because it is my personal why. It's the why that we've adopted for the Business Bros podcast. It's, there you go, Nate. Appreciate you. Admin team and sales teams making Team Pipeline the most dangerous and diverse team ever. Heck yeah.
It's the empowering part. That's what he's talking about. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. When
and look at the profile photo. He looks empowered in that photo.
Oh, he does look empowered in that photo. Check it out. Nice picture, Nate. But that's the empowered part, right? So it gives it. The what you do is fueling the why, and I know I cut you off on your why, but what Nate's saying there is that the team that you were talking about, the Angel and our staff,
Linda, Gerald, and Corey,
exactly, our entire team is there to support the agent, and that way they can continue to do what they're going to do. And Suzanne, marketing, and all of them are there designed to help you fuel your why, which is to help others, to empower others to create wealth today and generational wealth for tomorrow. So we're helping these agents by empowering them to effectively add insurance to their existing businesses. We're helping these agents to create wealth today. They sell a policy, they get paid, right? That's creating wealth today. But as you were mentioning before, insurance is such a beautiful business because we do build that residual income, and it's a business that can be passed down to the next generation. You can actually build an agency so large and have
customers so big that their companies continue to grow, those policies continue to grow, they stay there, and when it's time to retire, you just say, "Up, I'm out. I'm passing this on to Junior over here."
Yep.
He's going to be your insurance agent. He's going to take care of you, or she's going to take care of you, or they're going to take care of you, whatever the case might be. And you retire. You go to your island, you go to your beach.
I'm going to challenge you, James, when you're talking about agents, rather than the ones we talk about, I'm going to have you refer to people listening as our agents, because they're going to be part of our team once they see all these things that we offer. So talk to them directly. Yes, the you.
So when you join our team, is the why enough? It's great to create personal wealth, but what for? What does it do to make a person's life better? Jeff, thank you again. One of our 3 loyal listeners from the Business Bros Pod followed us over here to the Carrier Experience. Really appreciate you. My why statement is longer than this. My why statement, the full thing: I am inspired to spread positivity and empower others to create wealth for today and generational wealth for tomorrow, so that we all may thrive in life's abundance today and pass that opportunity on to those we hold dear.
That's his personal one.
That's my personal. That's the long version. And what it does is it makes other people's lives better. By doing the things that we're doing here in the insurance industry, it's creating that generational wealth for other people. It's not about me anymore. It's not about what I'm able to do for myself. It's not about me creating wealth for myself. It's me helping others to create wealth today and generational wealth for tomorrow. Not just that, but our agents are helping our customers to create wealth today and generational wealth for tomorrow as well. First of all, we're always looking to find savings for our customers, right? That's always our number one goal. If we can get in there and help you save money, then we're helping you as a customer to create wealth today. And one of the things that we're always looking at is to make sure that we are analyzing your risk profile so that we're protecting you with the right policies, the right package of policies, the most comprehensive package of policies, and that's going to protect your success and help you create generational wealth that you can pass on to your loved ones.
And I'm going to take a different approach on Jeff's question. Is the why enough, right? So creating wealth today and generational wealth for tomorrow. I'm gonna split this one a little bit because you had the big audacious goal on there. So throw on that big audacious goal. And here's the thing for me. They say things. You hear things like money doesn't make you happy. Money is the root of all evil. And I'm gonna tell you this very simple truth. When I'm broke, right? Because broke is temporary, poor is eternal. So there are periods in time, especially in my youth, making huge mistakes where I've been broke, where I had $0. And don't get me wrong, I'm a very positive individual, right? I'm a happy person, hands down. But when it comes to the difference between being broke and having money in my bank account, where I'm not worried about putting gas in my car, where I can decide to go to In-N-Out, not because it's healthy or unhealthy, because I can go and buy my double and not have to worry about it, where I know my bills are going to be paid, that is a lot less stressful than having to deal with any type of money issue. So, you're right. Money is not going to buy you happiness. You're absolutely right. I don't think it ever will. But if you're creating wealth today and you're able to pass that on, you're giving your offspring or your generations the ability to find what does make them happy in life. And that to me is one of the main reasons. We have to worry about a lot of things, especially in today's world, right? You have, coronavirus, you have, there's politics, there's killer bees, or all kinds of different stuff that you have to worry about.
Murder hornets.
Yeah, murder hornets, whatever you want to call them. So for me, life already has natural things that we got to deal with. We have ailing parents, we have, siblings that we have to deal with, all kinds of stuff. Money, if you can take that part out of the equation, that's one less thing you have to worry about. So for me, building a business and building investments and creating wealth and being able to pass that down is an opportunity. And that's what Pipeline is really giving you here. It's giving you the opportunity to have that financial freedom, to create that wealth for you today. So you don't have to worry about those things. So you can focus your attention on those things that you really like.
That's good. One less thing.
One less thing to worry about. I love it. And that does thank you for leading into that, the big hairy audacious goal. Again, my why is to empower others to create wealth today. So my big audacious goal, the big goal of Pipeline Team of San Diego, is to have 100 agents earning $10,000 per month. We want you to be one of those 100 agents earning $10,000 per month. We have built our training system. We have a sales coach. We have all the tools in our arsenal to help you create that wealth today and generational wealth that you can pass on to your loved ones. I didn't even get into the life insurance stuff, but go ahead. What you had something to say.
Well, speaking of that big audacious goal, and it sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy if you can earn $10,000 a month. And here's the thing, when we're looking for agents, when we empower you as a licensed professional to effectively add insurance into your business, what we're saying is, think of your life right now. You have a lifestyle. Maybe your lifestyle is, $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Maybe your lifestyle is $6,000 a month. So if we can empower you to get an extra $500, an extra $1,000, an extra $2,000 in your month, that could be up to a third of your income right there. And that's a nice little bump in your lifestyle. What can an extra $2,000 a month do for you? You're in San Diego. That's probably your rent, right? So your rent could be covered. That's a great thing to have. Your car payments could be covered. That's a great thing to have. These are all kinds of things that we're trying to help you effectively add into your business. We're giving you, in other words, you already have something on the table. You have a book of business. You have clients that already know, like, and trust you, and you're leaving the opportunity on the table by not offering them additional services. They're already coming to you as a professional. If you're an accountant, they're already coming to you, right? If you're a tax preparer, they're already coming to you. If you're a real estate agent, they're already coming to you. You're already dealing with their biggest financial hurdles. Right. So you should be the person that you can refer other business to. Either you're going to refer it to somebody, which we have that option. You could be the person who just says, you know what, I got an insurance team that takes care of you. Here you go. You send us the business. We write it for you. We take care of the client and cut you a check. Or you could be the person who develops a system in your office, right? And then you either hire somebody or you work the book of business yourself. But that's the whole point. The goal is to get you to that point where you're making $10,000 a month residually on these types of things, and we're providing you the tools to get there. You can be one of those agents. The agents that are going to go out there to do that, those are the ones that we're actually looking for. We're not looking for the guy that wants to sit back and do nothing. We're looking for the guy that's willing to talk to somebody new every single day and tell them what it is you do. Find out, right? It's a need analysis thing. When you're talking to your clients, it's about figuring out what their needs are. This is a Zig Ziglar thing, by the way. You find out, it's a need analysis. You find out what their needs are, and then you give them need awareness, because sometimes they don't know that these are the needs that they're looking for, right? And then you give them their need solution, and then after that, that's the success part after that, right? This is when we close the deal. So identifying their needs is something that you as a sales profession already does, whether it's in the tax office, whether it's in the accountant office, whether it's in the real estate office. You're identifying their needs, and once you know what their needs are, it's your ability to plug them in different situations, and Pipeline's giving you the opportunity to plug in their insurance and their security in that spot.
Fiduciary responsibility, right? And it goes even a little bit further. It's like, it's a pleasure to serve. It's an honor to serve. So what I threw up on the screen here is just a quick example of, what we were talking about. I don't remember if it was yesterday or a couple of days ago, but putting these bundles together, targeting customers that want 3 policies at a time, an auto, home, and umbrella bundle. If you can do 4 per month, that's just 1 per week. This is what your income could look like within 3 years. And we're looking at $21,000. Sorry, cut you off real quick, but $21,000 in the first year, almost $45,000 in the second year, and by year 3, $65,000 just by selling 1 bundle, 1 auto, home, and umbrella bundle per week.
And here's the thing, right? Is if you're in the insurance space and you're working with another broker, pop that up one more time. So if you're working with an insurance broker in another company, and here's what I've been learning. So I joined a Facebook group on the insurance side, and they're talking about their commission splits with their agencies, and some of them are at 40 and 50%, and they're trying to work their way up to higher commission splits. Look, our contract allows you to go to 70%, and then based on your premium can even increase beyond that, depending on it's on a case by case basis. But you can opt into that 70% commission split right off the bat, which gives you the opportunity to come in and earn that revenue. This is a revenue model over 3 years with minimum activity. This is 4 bundles per month. Right, that's very little work. If you're writing one a day, you can increase this number exponentially, right? But it just depends on who you're willing to talk to. Some of you have some of you are in tax office with 1,000 clients that you see every single year from January to April, and then sometimes you push some of them off and you see them again in October. Right. So some of you have that existing clientele. And if you can get, a quarter of them to come in and work with you on some of their existing policies, which they already have, they need them, right? They want to work with people they know, like, and trust. They know, like, and trust you. That's where this additional revenue can come from. And again, it becomes retention. It's really the opportunity that's presented in front of you. If you don't see it, that's okay. We're helping you see the opportunity here.
Nate throwing in here, leading with great SOPs, great training, help on demand, great behind the scenes team, literally an angel. And Suzanne, the best OG insurance coffee lady ever. Lots of amazing members of our team that help you as an agent to be successful.
Sorry, my bad.
It's all good. It's all good. So we've talked about what we do. We empower licensed professionals to effectively add insurance to their existing businesses. We talked about why, because we want to help others to create wealth today, generational wealth for tomorrow. We've talked about our BHAG, our big, hairy, audacious goal to have 100 agents earning $10,000 a month each. Now, the question is how? How do we do this?
That's always the question. That people always wonder, like, okay, cool. All right, I get it. You want to empower people. I understand the process. Great. All right, I know why you're doing it. I can see that makes sense, right? We want to create wealth today. We want generational wealth for tomorrow. Okay, I get it. And yeah, okay, you want to get 100 agents each earning $10,000 a month. And I even explained you don't need to get all the way to the 10,000 marker for it to make a huge difference for you. A couple $100, even a couple $1,000 a month will make a big difference. Cool, but how? How?
Rule number 1. Our goal number 1 is to make it as easy as possible for agents to write, submit, and refer new business through our systems. So even if you have 0 experience in the insurance industry, we are still going to make it as easy as possible to write, submit, and refer new business through our systems. If you are just got your license through the micro schools and you just passed the test, right? Everything just barely went through the Department of Insurance and you have never written an insurance policy before, we're still going to make it easy for you. If you've been in the insurance space for quite some time and you're coming over from somebody else, no worries. We're still going to make it easy for you. We are here to help. Our goal number 1 is to make it as easy as possible to write, submit, and refer new business through our systems. Goal number 2 is to make every customer, lead, and referral most profitable through the power of education. It's all about, I'll get to that question in just a second. It's all about making sure that our customers understand what they're buying, why they're buying it, and that they feel relieved that they have sufficient insurance, again, to protect their success.
Well, the reason why I popped up Jeff's question is because it is exactly lined in with that point right there. Number 2, how does your current agent that has multiple businesses like a tax office and a real estate office keep the client's trust? And it comes through education, right? That is the whole point of what number 2 is every customer that what number 2 is. I just thought Austin Powers when I said that. Number 2. Right.
Who does number 2 work for?
Exactly. So every customer, lead, or referral, we want to make sure that it's most profitable. How do you make it more profitable? How does a client become more profitable? It's because you're able to offer them more solutions to the problems they have. Remember, when we first started talking about insurance, James said his motto at the beginning was, well, everybody's got to buy insurance and might as well buy it from me. And even though that has changed with his why statement and with what we do in insurance, it doesn't change the fact that it's still true. You still need to buy insurance, right? These are still things that need to happen.
Correct.
So if you have a tax office, if you have a real estate office, you're additionally helping them to solve a problem that they already have anyways. I don't know about you guys, but one of the main reasons why I like having a smartphone is because I can do more than one thing on it. Right? It's not just a device that I can pick up and call somebody. I can take pictures with it. I can search the internet with it. I can record my notes on it. I can record my audio on it. There's so many features that I can do with one phone. It really minimizes the devices that I need to have. And I want you thinking of your business the same way. The reason why clients are going to trust you is because you're educating them on what they need and how it will affect their overall picture. And if you can do that, and if you can do that effectively, they're going to maintain the relationship with you as well as policies and services with you, which increases the profitability with your clients.
They already trust you for those taxes or real estate needs. Now it's just a matter of providing that value, that education on the insurance side of things so that you're the trusted advisor on that side as well.
Exactly. Which brings us to point number 3.
Goal number 3 is to maintain the highest retention levels by being unrivaled in our proactive service and support. And basically this means to anticipate our customers' needs, to know what they need even before they do. And this comes from consistent check-ins, right? Following up with our customers every 6 months at a minimum, every year, right, when their policies are coming up for renewal, and asking questions that are going to lead us to, to open discussions and open conversations and find out, I had this fine art piece that I purchased in the past year, and no other insurance agent would have known about it except for these agents from the Pipeline team of San Diego who came and talked to me and asked me these questions. And now I know that my painting is protected. If my house burns down, I'm going to get my $10,000 back for that painting.
And here's the beauty of it. You're already doing it.
Disney memorabilia, Jeff.
Ladies and gentlemen, exactly. Some of the great Disney memorabilia, by the way. So you as a professional are already doing this. If you're an accountant, you're interviewing your clients on a regular basis anyways. You want to know what these transactions are that are going into their ledger, right? So you already know, you're already asking those questions. If you're a tax preparer, it's like a therapy session every year anyways. They're telling you everything that happened in their life, their purchases, the births, the deaths, the marriages, the divorces, everything. You're already hearing that stuff. And here's the bottom line. Here's the absolute bottom line. You need to be educated as an individual today. You are the professional Google that they're going to for answers. So when they come to you and they're sharing with you their situation or their scenarios, you should have a lens on, a professional financial lens on, and understand that you can talk about different things. Now, you can't talk about, for example, you can't talk about real estate if you're not a real estate professional, right? However, if you maintain that license and you maintain your insurance license, now you have that piece of paper, stamped by the state of California that says you can talk about both things. And so you can refer and share and talk about the risks that are associated with owning a home, for example. This last part is it's the being proactive part. Exactly. One of the things that I like to pride myself in is when I work with a client, when especially on the real estate side, when you call me, I'm going to do my best to answer the phone every time. And it could be multiple times in a day, but I'm going to answer the phone because I want to make sure that I'm there to provide the answers for you. Now, here's the key, right? For some of you who are in real estate or insurance, you're like, I don't want to answer the phone all the time. Then you need to do better at following up and giving your clients the information they need. Give them a report on a daily basis. Give them a report when you find things out. You be the proactive one that makes the call ahead of time, because if you make the call ahead of time, they have no reason to call you randomly. So if you're constantly, one of the things that, and I can't speak on the insurance side because I haven't sold insurance, but I can speak on the real estate side. One of the biggest complaints that clients have when you talk about real estate agents is that they do not communicate enough. And you as a salesperson have this thing in the back of your mind that says, I've called too much, or I already made that phone call this week. I don't need to call them again. And that's not true. Call, talk, email, text, enough information. Trust me, believe me when I tell you that if you're calling too much, your client will let you know, right? And I have never heard that yet. because
We
they
say
want to
this-
know. They want to know what's going on. And if you keep them informed, they won't call you at all hours of the day. They just won't, because you've already kept them informed. So if you're having that issue where your client is calling you at random times, you got to take a look in the mirror and reflect back and be like, well, why is this happening? This is happening because I did not communicate to my client what the situation was. It took the point where they're stressed out enough to pick up the phone to call you. And that's a different situation. So be proactive as much as you can. And
Yep.
our team is doing that for you ahead of time, right? We're proactively sending out emails telling the clients that, hey, you're going to non-renew. We need to shop your client. We need the deck page. Here's
Your policy went up by 15% or more.
Whatever it is that's happening, our team is proactively doing that on your behalf. Right? We want to make sure we get ahead of things, because we know what it's like to be a salesperson that's getting calls for things that they don't have answers to, or things that they're worried about, because the client is more stressed out than the agent is. So if we can handle these things ahead of time, if we can curve that at the beginning, then we're going to make that happen to you. And that's part of what we do on the back end at Pipeline.
Yep. And we say this over and over again, relationship business. Insurance is a relationship business. You got to maintain those relationships. He does mean that. You got to maintain those relationships throughout the year, over and over again, multiple touch points. These are people that you're going to be doing business with, ideally for a very long time.
Boom.
All right. So that is it for today's episode. I want to say thank you so much to all of our viewers and listeners for tuning into the show today. Every single one of you, you rock my socks and you have my heart. In the words of the great Mick Foley.
I love that, dude.
Yeah. You like that?
I was like, okay, I've heard that before. Who said that before? It was Mick Foley. That was nice.
No. Actually, I said that. But in the words of the great Mick Foley.
I don't know what he said then.
Have a nice day.
Oh, you're going with that one. Because he said a lot of things.
He said a lot of things, but no, I mean, the whole, you all rock my socks and you have my heart, that's going to be my thing.
Oh, you rock my socks and you have my heart. All right, I like
true.
that. All right, remember, if you guys have any questions about joining the Pipeline team, stay tuned for the outro, because that's where the information is from. You ready, Ham?
Let's do it.
Thank you for tuning in to the Carrier Experience Podcast. James is the CEO of the Pipeline team of San Diego and is always in the market for top talent. If you are an agent looking for a place to hang your license, visit pipelineinsurance.com/agent opportunities or send an email to newagent@pipelineinsurance.com. You can find